Can you hear me now?
Yeah, good now.
Okay. Well, first I want to say, good afternoon. How are you?
What it do?
Hey,
What
good
it
afternoon.
do? How you doing, Bella?
I'm good. What's up? I'm a little
Good,
hoarse.
good.
Y'all can hear me?
Yeah, we
That's
can
cause
hear
you
you.
be. That's cause you keep doing all that good rapping and get feeding that good old vibe from D1 to the people. So we're gonna get right into
Yeah.
it today because we starting late and we got the homegirl Baltimore Bella and we are on Baltimore News TV and I will be your host this evening. My name is Black Goo. Miss Baltimore Bella, how are you doing today?
I'm well. Thanks for having me. Y'all know I love Uncut.
Yes, yes, yes. So we're going to ask you a couple of questions today and get right into it. What part of Baltimore are you from?
I'm from East Baltimore. Like, I'm
East
from down the
Baltimore.
hill. Yeah,
Okay. Did you grow
Yeah,
up with
down the
both of
hill,
your?
big down the hill.
Did you grow
yeah.
up with
But
both of your parents?
I did. So my biological father, he passed away when I was 9, but my stepdad, my dad, he's been in my life since I was like 5. So I had both my parents, and they still married to this day.
How many siblings do you have?
I got 12 brothers.
12 brothers.
Ooh.
How many
Yeah,
So she in
sisters?
survival mode for real.
none.
So how many? Hold on. So how many sisters you have?
I have 0.
She the only girl.
And you're the only girl.
I'm the only girl and I'm the youngest. I'm only older than
Oh,
one.
So you the baby of the out of the whole bunch, basically.
Yeah.
So that means it ain't nobody in Baltimore ever
nobody
played
messing with
with
her.
you.
Ain't nobody playing with her.
Ain't nobody play with you.
I think that's probably why I have not the, I wouldn't say reputation, but some people's idea of who I am or who my character, whatever Bella is about, probably revolves around the fact that I have so many brothers. Yeah. That's probably
So
why
that
people think I'm so tough and all of that. But I mean, it's because I was dope.
so you was built up with a big family. So you do have a big family. That was the next question we was going to ask you. So that's already answered. Let me ask you this. Was it hard for you growing up in the city of Baltimore?
I won't say, I mean, it wasn't, I feel like my idea of it is it wasn't harder here than it was for other people anywhere else. But Baltimore just got that way of making you a survivalist, if that makes sense. Like, you really adapt to where you come from. A lot of people become that. A lot of people, wing from it. But I feel like anybody from Baltimore, you come to Baltimore and stay in Baltimore for a week, you're gonna learn how to adapt to any type of environment. And I feel like with that had its challenges in my upbringing, but for the greater good. Because now in my adult life, I feel like I'm prepared for anything. You throw me in
And the
Texas, you throw
weather
me in
is
the
and the
jungle.
weather is crazy too. The weather, just like you said, just what you said right there, how you adapt to any your environment. We really do
Yeah,
adapt to, like, the sky looks one way for an hour and then crazy. It's crazy.
no, for
That's where
real.
makeup
That's real.
comes in because we need makeup to cover our faces for those toxins. And that's one thing I've learned about being in Baltimore, um, as a entrepreneur influencer myself. And
Uh,
Baltimore has brought such style and poise into my life. And what I noticed about Baltimore is that we actually get stuff shipped real quick. So, like, when you're ordering makeup or you're ordering something, um,
I mean, it ain't none of that right now because that one of the airport is one of the biggest ports in the world. You feel me?
oh
So with
yeah,
that being down, it's a lot of shit going on, but it don't really affect. Stuff like that doesn't affect
You're adapted to it.
people on the stuff like that doesn't affect people on the front line. I consider some to be somebody on the front line for my city. You feel
Correct.
me? That's big Doug shit. That I ain't got nothing to do with that.
Let
That's
me
big Doug
so
shit. But I get what you're saying though.
with
Thank
some of
you.
this, have you ever been traumatized from anything in the Baltimore city? Like growing up, has anything ever traumatized you there?
That's a
Yeah.
crazy question.
Living in Baltimore City.
Okay. All right.
Living in Baltimore City.
all right. Well, we know that it could be some traumatized moments down there.
Like
So
I I come from Baltimore. You know what we known for. We the murder capital. We the heroin capital of the world. You feel me? So I've seen traumatizing things all my life. I saw people being addicted to drugs, just you feel me, strung out on drugs. Some of my
And they get
closest
into
friends that I'm
Newark,
only
New Jersey
27.
real quick too.
Hold on, baby. Who is that? Who is that? Baby, you
hold
keep
on.
cutting me off.
Oh,
That's
Bella, hold on.
Heidi.
Give me 1 second. We'll go back into you, Bella. Go ahead and finish off. Miss Lady, just hold fast for a second, okay? Don't, if anybody, while Bella's talking, please do not interrupt her. Just wait till she's finished talking. Sorry about that, Queen. Go ahead and
Yeah.
finish, Bella.
So, damn, what was I saying?
You were saying about the traumatized, about the heroin. Sorry about that, Bella.
Oh yeah.
You know, people, it's all good.
No,
She's
you
not,
good, you good. It ain't no
yeah,
thing.
okay.
I just, you feel me? Um, yeah. So I grew up around drugs. I grew up around violence. I've seen close friends that are, you feel me, no older than me, could be younger, fall victim to, you feel me, drugs, addiction, all of that type of shit. I've seen somebody get shot. I've seen people die from being shot. I've seen a close friend die from just being stabbed. So, you feel me? And when we talk about trauma, I try not to just base trauma around, you feel me, like death and shit like that. It's various ways that you could get traumatized in Baltimore. It's like, but most of it, you feel me, involves acts of violence. So when that's why I feel like that's one of the things that contributes to our survival skills because we go anywhere, and if you're from Baltimore, you know like people got this idea like, oh, if I go to Baltimore, I'm gonna get shot. No, you go, but people in Baltimore, like you know what things to avoid. You learn things over time, and you gain instincts that a lot of other people don't have. You gain certain superpowers because I feel like I see shit coming. I know when to get the fuck low. Like, and plus, a lady, a queen should always know when to leave. So you just it has a way of just building this full tough skin. I think people I want to compare people to in Baltimore to the what is it called? It's an animal. I forget what it's called. It's an animal. It looks like a skunk, but and it has
Oh, I think I
a
know what you're
silver
talking about.
thing. What is a honey smacker or something like that? I forget. But they have bulletproof skin. They have
Oh yeah,
bulletproof
with
skin, and I
the
think
tough
that
back, yeah,
Baltimore,
the whole, yeah,
yeah, a
no,
honey
the
badger,
animal you
a honey
talk, honey
badger.
badgers. Uh-huh.
Yeah. So and don't nobody steal my shit because that's gonna be my yeah. Okay. So I feel like people from Baltimore are like them. We adapt this bulletproof skin, and it allows us to go into any situation, and I adapt. That's it.
All right, what made you start rapping?
Um, I was feeling some type of way. I've always been a very expressive, self-expressive type of artist. Whatever type of art I'm doing, whether it be drawing or whatever, I always want to include how I'm feeling. It's like escape, a coping skill for me. Music is a coping skill for me, and I remember I remember listening to the people I was mostly influenced by and feeling like how like somebody you can really relate to their music, but you might be feeling something else that nobody has talked about yet, or maybe you just got some shit to say. I just had some shit to say, And honestly, I wrote my first song after a really big breakup that impacted me really bad. And I didn't know I could rap. I
Okay,
didn't
so
know I could.
that first song
It
that
was
you
just something
made,
I
right?
did. And then once I realized I could do it, it was like, oh shit.
This is your lane,
Yeah.
basically, right? So you
Yeah.
actually found your lane after your first song. Could you tell me that the name of that first song that you wrote?
It was called um I can't remember.
Come on, baby girl. You should know the first song you wrote that got your feelings wet.
I know. I'm so flustered right now.
It's
But it's
okay.
called
We could get back to it if you can't remember
yeah,
it.
I come back to it. I forget.
Okay, let me ask you this. Do you write or freestyle?
That's what I was about to ask.
All right. I'm just
You
What
write?
learning how to freestyle.
I have a
Yeah, I'm just
question.
starting to be more comfortable with freestyle. I've only been rapping. This is my third year rapping, and I'm still adjusting, still learning how to freestyle. But it's not my strongest area. I write. I like to write,
When it
You
comes
like to
to
and I
write?
like to
writing,
write a cappella.
when it comes to writing, what helps you with getting the lyrics?
Um, So I read about whatever's going on or what I,
Mm-hmm.
like I try not to rap about anything that I haven't experienced, but I do manifest in my music, if that makes sense. Like, if it's
Yeah.
something that I want to happen, I'll speak about it and shit like that. But most of my lyrics come from real life experiences. Anything in my songs has happened. I can prove. So I get a lot
So
of my
this
inspiration like from
so
whatever's going on.
from all of your experiences that you've been through, um,
I'm sorry, y'all. Can y'all see me?
it's okay. There you go. So this is the reason why you go so hard on the beat, huh? From your experience and stuff that you've been through.
Yeah.
Okay, that's summed up. See, that it kind of like you're summing up some of the questions that I do want to ask you. And shout out to Jay y'all, the co-host and one of the hosts on Baltimore TV News. Bella, so do you have any children?
Yes, I have a daughter.
You have one daughter.
Her name is
Oh,
Fly Girl Ren. And 9 times out of 10, if you're familiar with me, you might be familiar with Fly Girl Ren because she the shit. She the shit.
she the
My
shit.
daughter, she's gonna be iconic. She's brilliant. She's brilliant. Yes, my daughter's brilliant, and she's also an artist. So if you don't know who she is, her name is Fly, Flygurren. Her name is Serenity, and she's
How
just as
old was
big of an artist as I am.
how old were you when you had her?
I was 18.
So basically you were a
Yeah.
kid yourself when you had her. So that means she must have did something for you and had you grow up faster, right? Because you're like, it's time for me to be a mother,
Oh
right?
yeah.
Right. So
hmm
did you have both of your parents in your life growing up, or was it just your mom, or did you grow up with your dad, or they both were there for you?
I had my mom and my dad.
Okay. Were
Yes,
they
I had
still
a two
together? Were
parent
they?
household.
Oh, so you had a two-parent
My
household.
parents are still married.
Hmm.
Yeah, my parents are
Okay.
married to this day.
So you learned a lot from the two-parent household, right?
Yeah,
Meaning
for
having
sure.
both of your parents, right? Okay, cool. Okay. So let me ask you this. When you had your child and your daughter came into the world, what was that first thought you had in your mind from your past to having your daughter?
Wait, one more time.
Basically, when you had your daughter, is that what gave you the, like the inspiration to slow down? Because some of the questions that I'm gonna ask you next, is that the reason why you like calmed down a little bit after you had your daughter?
Yeah, yeah. It wasn't instant. It wasn't instant. It was some things I had to really like some things had to happen. I'm gonna share something with y'all that I probably have never spoken about on any other interview. So I got arrested the year that my daughter was born. She was 2 months old. She was born June 26, 2015. I got arrested. I literally was in placement pregnant with my daughter. I was in St. Anne's home for at-risk youth and moms, but they were pregnant moms, and that's located in like Hyattsville, DC. I was there through Department of Juvenile Services, placed there, leaving another placement, and I was about to age out. So I actually got out of that. I left that placement on my birthday, May 20th, 2015. I
So
had
you're a
my
Gemini.
daughter.
Hmm.
I'm a Taurus. I'm a Taurus. Um, I don't know if you. Okay, yeah, I'm a Taurus. So my daughter is born June 26, 2015. I got off of juvenile probation August 3rd, 2015. On my brother's birthday, August 19th, 2015, I got arrested for a handgun. So I ended up beating the charge. And because I had got arrested and my daughter was so little, I had to sign over. I remember when the warden brought the paper to me, I had to sign over temporary guardianship to my mother so that my mother could, take my child back and forth to the doctors, all of that type of stuff. And what changed me was a week and a half later after I signed that paperwork, I got a letter in the mail at the jail, and it said I remember the first line that I read when I opened it said, "Your child has been placed into foster care." Fuck my whole brain up. I'm in this cell. I was locked up in Dorchester County. That's Cambridge, Maryland, Eastern Shore. Cruddy as shit out there. Then I'm from Baltimore, so they treat me extra bad. I'm housed alone. I can't be around nobody. You feel me? It just was so fucked up. They put me on suicide watch. I was just so fucked up because that detachment from a newborn that early, like I was a mother now, and my daughter was only 2 months old. You feel me, feeding her. I can't do nothing. I'm scared to death because she was my baby father. He don't know shit about the child. You feel me? So once she was with my mother and everything, it was just like once I found out she was with my mother, because mind you, I signed over, you feel me, temporary guardianship, but then I get this letter in the mail, and it seemed like it wasn't even long enough for them to mail back my you feel me giving up that temporary guardianship. How am I getting a letter 6 days, 7 days later when I just mailed this back and it's telling me my child is in foster care? It fucked up my brain and that traumatized me really bad. So when I got home, being as though I found out that she wasn't in foster care, she was in kinship care, which was okay. Yeah, they had received that I had signed over my rights, and on that paper it says until further notice or until said date. I said until further notice because I didn't know the outcome of my case. So once I found out that she was with my mother, it made things a little bit easier. But once I got released and having to go through the motions with social services, even though I had never neglected my child, had never had any type of child abuse case or anything, once your child is involved with the city Department of Social Services, it's fucked up because I feel like they give the people who don't have those type of cases way more trouble in getting their kids back than they give the people, you feel me, with these type of charges, these allegations against them for hurting these kids. And it fucked me up. They made a plan for me. I had to get a job. I had to go to Job Corps, graduate high school. I had to do all these things, get a house for my daughter, and that shit made me grow up. Within a year span, my baby father was locked up, and they kept fucking up, like prolonging the court. And after a while, it was just like, you know what? I did everything y'all said I had to do. Give me my child, and I don't want her. I don't want just her. I want full custody.
You want
And
full
that's what I
custody.
did. That's how I got it. And been
Well,
rocking ever since.
from the way how you're expressing it and you opening it up, I could feel the realness in you. Like I could feel the authenticity. I feel it. Like I know you've been through some shit, and it's like you will be okay. Just don't give up and stay consistent, right? So, how many times have you been arrested?
I've been arrested multiple times.
Multiple
More
times?
so in my juvenile life when I was a juvenile, and I'm thankful for that because I probably, if I didn't have the past I had as a juvenile, I probably would have gotten way more shit as an adult.
Worse, and as an adult.
Yeah,
Okay, okay, okay. So let me
yeah.
ask you
So
this:
I think
there's
probably like
rumors,
15 times.
there's rumors, and the questionnaires they wanted to know how did you plan to escape from baby bookings?
I didn't plan it. That's why it worked. I did not go. I didn't know I was gonna get locked up that day. I didn't know that the knockers was gonna bust me up. I didn't know that the knockers was gonna let regular uh, Baltimore City transport me in a paddy wagon without changing my handcuffs from the little flex ties. I didn't know that I was gonna be in the back of the paddy wagon chilling. I don't know if I was high. I had to swallow 2 pills to avoid getting caught with them. I don't know. All I know is that my mind, something in my, it was, God said, you're not going to jail today. That's what happened. I had nothing to do with it. It was complete instinct.
And so, were you in the paddy wagon when you got away, or how did you? Where
Okay,
were
so
you
I
at
was in
when
the
you got
paddy wagon.
away?
If you know, this is so funny. Like, y'all know, if you're familiar with baby bookings in Baltimore, the Sally Port of the entrance Sally Port to baby bookings sits on, I don't know what street that is. Uh, I forget, but it's down, but next to the jail. That's a main street. So all we gotta do is just pull right there. And that big cement door, it opens to let the cars in and then it closes. When it went to close, it didn't close all the way. And I seen it and I'm like, oh. The whole time I'm in the back of the patio and I got the handcuffs off me. He not watching me. Something say, when I seen the
Run,
door get stuck, it was literally like 10
run,
seconds. My brain said, take your scarf off, leave it right here. Put your handcuff back on. When he come, get me out the car. All right, he get me out the car. I didn't plan this shit. It just happened. He
it
get me
just
out the
happened.
car, you feel me? And like this. And as I sat down, he helped me hold my hands. I stepped down on the paddy wagon. I say, can you get my scarf? He like, how? I'm like, my scarf. Can you grab my scarf? Okay. He goes to the paddy wagon and he stepped in the paddy wagon to grab my scarf. So while he in there grabbing my scarf, I already had my first hand out and just shot that bitch and got out of there.
Hey, well, you know what? You
The
kind of
door, the
shaped
little
like,
crack in the little crack in the gate. I ran and like really squeezed through it. It was I
well,
can laugh about that shit now, but
hey, yeah, you know what? It's funny because I was about to say you shaped like Richardson. You look like a fast little motherfucker, like you could go. Like
yeah, I got body. I don't need to work out or nothing.
I see. That's why I was like, you look fast as shit. Like so. All right, that was one of the questions they wanted to know. All right, so far as the system in Baltimore, do you think that being locked up did it help? Did it help set you straight on the path that you're doing good now?
Yeah, in a
Yeah.
way. I mean, I don't want to just say in Baltimore. I feel like wherever the fuck you at, if you go to jail, it's not to rehabilitate. They say jail is to rehabilitate you. I don't get that. You feel me? Like, but you can find rehabilitation. It's just all in your mindset. You supposed to go to jail and not like it. You're not supposed to go to jail and be comfortable. You're not supposed to be okay with those type of circumstances. It's supposed to fuck with you mentally. And it did that for me. I don't want to go back to jail. I don't feel like it's so funny because out of all of the times that I've been incarcerated, the last time that I just was incarcerated was the shortest amount of time that I've ever done. And that one hurt the most because where I am now in my life and my womanhood and my motherhood. Just where I am, I just feel like I'm falling into, I'm finding my divine purpose right now. Nothing
Right.
is supposed to be in the way of what God has planned for me right now. And the only thing that
Correct.
can get away in the way of that is my own free will. I gotta literally get out of my own way and allow, you feel me, God to set those places for me. But faith without work is dead. So you feel me? So I have to make sure that I'm making the right decisions, putting myself in the places and surrounding myself. It's all about nouns, people, places, and things. It's
Things right.
my job to make sure things are right. But I'm, you feel me, wise enough to know I gotta get out the way and allow, you feel me, things to flourish for me because my path is set. So I got a daughter. I already know, I have an understanding that I love that people love my music. A lot of people don't even know that I will give this shit up today, right now, if I can guarantee that my daughter makes it. You feel me? I don't want it that bad. I want it that bad for her.
For her.
So if
Correct.
this is the way that I can align certain things for her, then that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna execute on it. But yeah,
Okay, Kim,
I'm
I want to
grateful
ask
for
you
my
this
fans. I'm
question.
grateful.
This is a personal question.
Mm,
Most women don't want to
mm.
ask. How old are you?
I'm 27.
You're 27 years old. Okay.
Yeah, I'm 27.
27 years of
I
being
just
on
turned
this
27.
planet. May 20th? Your birthday's 2 days before, off the record. I'm 2 days after you. My birthday's May 22nd. Let me ask you this question, Bottom,
You're a Gemini.
Miss Bella. Yeah, I'm a Gemini. They call me the Gemmy Bull. I'm fucking crazy motherfucker. But look here, we'll skip that. It ain't about me. It's all about you. We talking about Baltimore Bella, one of the motherfucking top queens coming from out of Baltimore, Maryland. Listen here. What can you do, Miss Bella, to play a part in your community to uplift women younger than you?
Just women specifically.
Just women. We just talking about women right now.
I think that for starters, I'm not gonna lie, I don't have a whole bunch of stuff going on. You feel me? Whereas though I'm allowed to, well, I'm able to. I won't even say it like that. Fuck it. I just get straight into it. I think that me just being an exhibit of what sisterhood is, what unity in the community is, being a real revolutionary out here, being that sister that you can come to get educated about certain things. I think that the best way for me right now, where I am in my life to assist, is to just be useful, allow myself to be utilized by the other sisters, the other young women out there, the at-risk young girls. You feel me? Putting my life on television so that they can see, hey, Bella go through the same things. Like Bella did this and she doing that. I want to do music, but I'm scared. Bella was scared. You feel me? Just having giving them
Relate.
that
You
safe
want them
space,
to
feeling
relate so
like,
they can
okay,
relate to you. You want them to basically relate
right.
to you.
And I
So
feel like that's the I don't even, people always want to be superheroes. I'm not a superhero. I'm still learning this shit myself. So the
as you're
only
going,
thing that I can really assist with, right, and I ain't got no whole bunch of money and no whole bunch of resources, but I'm getting there. So I think that the best thing that I can offer somebody right now, something that'll be the most beneficial to them, is just my energy, my wisdom, you feel me, and my vibe. Like, gee, shit,
okay.
that's all I got. And
Because
if,
I'm not trying to
yeah.
cut you, Bella, but the time running short, right? And then we were starting late and everything. But this is what's going to happen, right? I want you to answer the rest of these questions that I have, but I really want to keep them kind of like short. Just give me that quick and finish right, because we got you on live. This is
All right.
Baltimore Cut TV. You from Baltimore. You one of the top queens coming out of Baltimore. We believe in you. The people believe in you. Everybody believes in you, and you know they believe in you. So you better never ever let nobody motherfucking play with you, girl, because you the motherfucking bomb dawn. All right, so you ready for this shit I'm about to give you right now, Miss Bella. So we'll keep it short. Are you monetizing off of your music right now?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So the next thing, what are some collabs you're interested in right now with people from your city?
Tech, Chess, OTR Chess, Mighty Jordan. That's it.
That's it.
Keep
Okay.
that shit short.
Um, I heard that you used to be a dancer. Do you still dance?
No.
No
By the
more?
grace of God, no.
By the grace of, so
No
you
more.
didn't like doing it basically, but you had to do what you had to do.
Yeah, and I was good at it, but I never liked being in the club. It's
You
not my
never
vibe.
liked
I'm a
being in the
tourist.
club.
We ain't into that
You
type.
okay, all
Yeah,
right.
we stay in the
So it was
crib. I
something you
can't
had
go
to
in the
do
club.
to get by. Okay. Um, how much money, what was the most money you ever made in one night dancing?
7,000.
$7,000 in one night?
Yeah.
That
And
mean you
Norma
was
Jeans. Yep.
that mean you was clapping them little cheeks to make 7 bands in one night. Yeah, I hear you. All right, so look,
Yeah. Yeah.
this is, and I heard that you was also a chef. Do you still sell food?
Right now I'm not selling food, but it's something I'm gonna revisit. I'm definitely gonna open back up Bella's.
So you're basically a woman with plenty talents. You're starting to give me like you're Jamaican or something. Are you Jamaican? I'm a Jamaican, and I do a lot of different things. What? How do you have all these damn talents? You have
No,
20 jobs.
I know I'm black and Ethiopian, but that ain't always a good. I'm very skillful. I've done a lot of shit. Like I done went to job corps and all that, but you feel me? A jack of all trades is a master of none. So I gotta. That's why I'm really tackling on my music, and I said fuck everything else. I'm just focus on the music for right now, so I can master that.
So you can master that. All right. Do you have a celebrity crush?
Yeah.
Who?
Um.
Come on, don't be scared now.
What's Idris Elba? Idris Elba. Fine.
Abba. Okay, okay, okay. All right. So
On.
let me ask you this here. This is a very controversial question. I'm not into Baltimore, the scene like that, but the people want to know. Dime Baby, what's that? What's going on with that? It's
Next
just,
question.
it's okay. Next question. All right. Um, Women being killed in Baltimore. How do you feel about that?
It's 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 heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking, and
Heartbreaking.
hopefully I can unify with some good sisters and find a way that we could, alleviate that as a whole, or at least knock it down because it's really getting out of hand. I think
Oh,
that a lot of it is coming from the young ladies being loose and misguided as well. And I don't want to take away from any victims, but you feel me? A lot of the times shit can be avoided, and if we start teaching shit like that, it will be.
okay, so let's talk a little bit about Pressure TV and the connect with that. How was that going for you?
It's good. I mean, I'm so excited about the show. I cannot wait for you all to see it and see us in real time, in real life, doing what we do best. And once them links drop, I'ma share it with y'all. I need y'all to share it with y'all people and just get with me. I need y'all to, yeah, show out for the girl.
Okay,
Like y'all always do, because Bella Mafia don't play about the big general.
here's another one I got for you. It's another controversial question, and if you don't want to talk about it, just say do what you did the last one. It's okay. It's all about you right now. So the next question I want to ask is, how's your relationship with Laura M. Didi?
Who?
Laura M. Didi, Madi? No,
I don't have a clue.
you don't have a clue. Well, look, we like I
Spell
said,
it.
it's Lolydie.
YEA. I don't know who the fuck it. Next
But it's
question. I don't
okay.
know who
It's
that
a
is.
next question. It's okay. All right. So I have two more for you, and I'm gonna go back to one more thing, right? So the next question is, what makes you happy, Miss Bella?
Family.
Family
Family. Good memories. Food. Oh my God. Food. My man and my child.
and
Money.
your child.
That's it.
Okay, one more question I have for you, and I tackled all the questions that Baltimore TV.
You went out. I can't hear you. Like, I don't hear nothing. Put it in the chat or something, because I swear I can't hear shit you're saying.
What's your next steps for you to
Nigga,
become
I
great?
can't. Oh, wait, there you go. I was ready to say I can't read lips. What the fuck? What you say?
What's your next steps that you're taking to become great?
I'm tapping in with my people. I'm networking. Anybody that wants to collab and network with me, I'm with it. You feel me? Like, let's get it. What's for me is for me. What ain't for me, I'ma leave alone. But let's network. Let's see what's for me. I'm with it. Brands,
Okay,
clothing brands. Y'all know I'm the big brand ambassador in the city. So shout out to Ayo Boutique. You feel me? Like, I do this shit. Like, so I just want network and collab, and you feel me? Tap in, because we know it ain't what you know.
it's not what you know, it's who you know. Is it anybody you want to shout out before we wrap it up on Baltimore Uncut TV?
Yeah, for sure. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to my mom, my daughter. Shout out to my man for being my biggest support system. Shout out to Betty's Make Music too, Pressure TV. Shout out to my dadas, my kakas, and a host of everybody else that, you know. And Bella
And we want
Mafia,
to say,
big shout out to Bella fucking Mafia for keeping this shit going, because mwah, y'all, if it wasn't for y'all, I would not be able to do this shit. Like, y'all keep me alive. So thank you. Thank you so fucking much.
okay, so this will be wrapping up everything on Baltimore Uncut TV. And I was your host this evening, Black Goo. Miss Baltimore Bella, thank you for coming on one of the upcoming, newest, hottest motherfucking interview podcasts that's coming to be. Thank you, Miss Bella, and we will connect with you very
You know
shortly
it.
again, okay? Thank you, Queen.
All right, see you.